and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena, I am playing Jeskai Firestorm. Firestorm is a cool word. I like saying Firestorm. It also has Fires of Victory. I wanted to call it Jeskai Fires. That's a little misleading for anybody who played Arena for 3 years. Us Arena boomers, you might call us now, as Jeskai Fires was a very popular deck once upon a time. Might still be an Explorer or Pioneer, I don't know. Don't follow enough of those to know. Post in comments, is Jeskai Fires still a thing? Anyway, we're playing a Jeskai kind of control deck. It's mostly a tap-out deck featuring Temporal Firestorm as a way to maintain full control of the board. So no matter how many planeswalkers and creatures the opponents play, you can cut them down to size with Temporal Firestorm and the combo that we revealed in the Izzet deck, which is Leer Temporal Firestorm, where we can play the Temporal Firestorm from the graveyard and phase out Leer to do it again the next turn and the next turn and have endless board wipes. At least that's the theory. It doesn't come up that often, to be honest, because usually you're either running away with the game at that point already, but it does really help in a mid-range slugfest to have that kind of plan. The original version of this Jeskai deck that I started playing, and some of the stats will be accredited to, is from Lucas Dusek from Magic Online, an MTGO challenge winner and a 5-0 deck list from a recent league. The deck had a lot of abrades, a couple of negates, and it had many more to Fairy Who Slows the Sunset. The shell is mostly here. There was also a Hullbreaker Horror. I made some changes for Best of One that really helped improve the performance of the deck, namely Fires of Victory, a card which I continue to believe in that definitely seems to do what it needs to do, killing all the Sheoldreds and Planeswalkers that Best of One can throw at you. And while a lot of Abrade is probably great in Best of 3, as it's becoming very much a Bankbuster meta, Abrade in Best of 1 is still a crapshoot. Not every deck will play targets for it that make a lot of sense compared to Fires of Victory, which hits almost everything every deck plays. So I'm still on board with Fires. Reckoner Bankbuster, though, is continuing to become a bigger and bigger influence on the meta, and its ability to double as a win con, a way to pressure Planeswalkers, makes it better than cards like Memory Deluge, just kind of flat draw spells that in a different world would have been very good. This deck also cuts Fable of the Mirror Breaker, going instead in favor of the white cards of Wandering Emperor and Archangel of Wrath sliding into the deck to really stabilize battlefields and throw haymakers, picking off all those 2 toughness creatures and gaining a ton of life so the opponent can't race you down. It really does cover up the weaknesses of the Izzet deck I featured a few days ago, with just kind of the white exile, white life gain, and cheap ways to kill Sheoldreds and stuff. And honestly, it makes sense. I also really like Leer in the deck. Besides doing the Temporal Firestorm thing, we have a lot of good hits for Leer just to keep recasting and take over the game. It's better than a draw 3 because you kind of draw your graveyard, as long as a Trespasser didn't completely devour it before you get there. But yeah, over card draw like Silver Scrutiny and Memory Deluge, I think right now the way that Magic is being played, you're supposed to run Reckoner Bankbusters and Planeswalkers and cards like Leer that sort of draw you a bunch of cards. They make your graveyard, a bunch of cards you already use, accessible. I think that if it comes with a body or it comes with a Planeswalker or something, it's much more for modern Magic than the traditional draw 2 or 3. Just my 2 cents. In the mana base, there's a Xander's Lounge. I always get comments, why is the... I just want a land that could make 2 of the colors that are important to me, red and blue, and also pay a black to be able to kick Archangel of Wrath just a little harder. That's it. And it's not like you need it to kick Archangel of Wrath twice. You can use the Celestis and you can use treasures from Reckoner Bankbuster. But every now and then, you just have that Xander's Lounge sitting down there and you get a little extra kick off of your Archangels. So hopefully you didn't skip the intro and then go leave a comment asking me why Xander's Lounge when I told you in the intro. It's fine. That's fine. Thanks for your watch time. Anyway, today's patron shout out goes to Leo Strikes. Thank you very much for all the support. And if you would like a shout out in a future video, check out the link in the description along with some other sweet benefits. Go to patreon.com/covertgoblue. Leo, you're very cool. Let's dive in. Let the Temporal Firestorm nonsense begin. Hey. Hand looks all right. Shouldn't be too bad. Bankbuster on the play always feels pretty good. Fires of Victory. Hold off whatever they do. Wandering Emperor. Make them suffer. And it's black. often black. Black is everything. Black is life. Darkness. Now the great question. Do I evolve the sleeper or play the underdog? Not what I expected at all. So they're thinking of some kind of removal spell that they'd love to hit the Bankbuster with. Yeah, I guess they have Infernal Grasp and they're holding it up because it would be more mana efficient if they had a target. They must not know my YouTube channel. Why would I play creatures? Yeah, I'm not afraid of this sleeper going off. I'd rather just draw cards and then deal with it later with a Wandering Emperor. Yay, a Trespasser. Everybody's favorite. Nothing in the graveyards yet, though. So I'll just take some cards. A Flame Blessed Bolt. Well, let's just... or should I exile that? Maybe I just take some damage. I can play a Wandering Emperor and exile the sleeper on end step. But then I'm not activating the Buster. If I use the Flame Blessed Bolt, we don't flip Day Knight. This thing is gone. I don't have this later for an underdog, but I have 2 Emperors. Let's do it. We could also Fires of Victory this Graveyard Trespasser, but man, do I hate paying that ward cost. It upsets me. Honestly, Trespasser should only be able to exile creatures from graveyards. How does it make any sense that this dude comes into the graveyard and somehow exiles a spell? Makes no sense. That's a card. Let's draw first. Destroy evil. Okay. Well, I was gonna say, no, I wanted to destroy evil on upkeep, and I didn't put the stop down, and then I ripped the Firestorm, and now I feel like a genius. All right. Boom. Let's see if they have land Invoke Despair right on time. Even if they do, it would suck, but it would be their whole turn, and they'd have no pressure, so I would get to set up. They've got Liliana. Okay.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we win.
I think I let Farewell go. If this is a plus. I think they like their hand. But they have an Infernal Grasp they're probably happy to discard. At some point, though, this Bankbuster is something they have to think about. Okay. Fires of Victory. No more Liliana. Or hold this land, and when they plus Liliana, that's fine. Fires. We fires. I guess I could also play this land, draw with Bankbuster. That goes back up to 4. And then we have the treasure and fires hits for 4. If we do that now, though, we give them a target for the Infernal Grasp. But we can do it on their upkeep. Alright, so now it's their turn. We draw, and then we fires. Guess I'll put a stop here too in case they play a Sheldred. I definitely want to destroy the evil now on my upkeep. She gone.
I'm not interested in dying today.
Hook for 1. All right, get your value. All right, I have not been invoked despaired upon. That's nice. Makes me feel good about life. I'll just keep busting banks. Another trespasser. Sure. Got some solutions for that. And I think they still have an Infernal Grasp based on turn 2. I know that's going back a ways, but I'm pretty sure. I could try to Fires of Victory and pay ward cost, but man, do I hate paying ward cost. Ooh. Yeah. I don't want that Fading Hope very much. Let's do it. I mean, it does have 4 toughness. It evil. Let's kill it. Keep drawing. To furry. Awesome. You're an artifact. There are no creatures. All right. We could use this now and attack for 4, but I think I'm just going to hold up the fires. Be instant speed. Sure. Let's take away their ability to get one of the cards and make us lose some life here. Yeah, let's actually crew one of these. Because I want to keep the pilot so this one can attack. Did they just draw that? Probably. Yep. They didn't blitz it though, did they? No, they did not. Still think they have that Infernal Grasp, but at some point, they're gonna have to play it. I've just really enjoyed making it awkward for them, that's all. It's brought me great joy.
Keep watch for intruders.
If they use it now, they can't hit the Bank Buster. What are they doing? Their poker face. If they don't have an Infernal Grasp and this is a bluff they set up from turn 2 and now they're tanking to act like they have it, they're not really gaining much from it. I was gonna say that's super next level, but a lot of y'all need to work on that poker face if you're gonna do things this way. Look at that. Okay. So I put the +1/+1 counter here. The opponent will grasp it. If I crew the Bank Buster, the opponent will grasp it. I want to Flame Bless Bolt the dog though. Let's see if they'll make the cute play and try to protect their underdog with the Infernal Grasp. Oh, they didn't. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna attack. I'm really enjoying this. More than I probably should be. I love seeing them squirm on how to play their cards. Wait, why isn't he doing what I think he should do? Go ahead. You've held on to that Infernal Grasp since turn 2. You discarded cards like Meat Hook to your Liliana. You better just play it. I'm not gonna make it any easier for you. Ah! There it is. There it is. We did it. My god, they've held that up so much. They might even have another based on how much they held it up. Soul Transfer. You got it.
Back to wandering.
But I got another one. I have a confession to make. I brought another one.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you. Let your blade do the talking.
All right. Time to give them the runaround for having a second Infernal Grasp. Nope. Oh, they're not going to let me? I was really going to enjoy punishing them. All right, we take that. All right. Flameless Bolt. Destroy Evil. Firestorm, Leer. Some combination of these should be able to make the opponent miserable enough for us to pull off the victory. And then we just need to draw a Bankbuster, so that we have a whole bunch of cards. Angel. Could be fun. Looks like our opponent's on Gruul, where Angel can be a real killer. Let's go ahead and get rid of that 3-2 for 2. And we're going to need to draw land. It's starting to get me nervous, as we have no turn 3 play. We draw Fires of Victory. Let's send it over to the opponent. Use Destroy Evil on there. Now a 3-4 Stormshard Slasher. Or we could kill that. Choices. What's the most damage? This is the most damage. Alright, will I stay mana screwed? No. Cool. And try to ambush this thing, see if they have another haste threat. Of course they do. I think I'm just supposed to Fires the Raiju now. Don't let them put another counter out there. The Angel can take care of the Iconoclast if I top a land. But why would I ever do something like that? I am lightning struck. Alright, which large flash? Oh my god. Okay. Dude, the mana screw is really gonna tilt me. Yeah, I guess we have to Wandering Emperor now. So bad. Alright, we're gonna go here so that that trigger doesn't go off. And we draw Fires, so we're not out of it. Could have also played this and made it a 4-5, and if they had no removal at all, it would be fine. But I think with Fires and Hope, this is the right play. Yeah, sure. Kill it! Curious what they attack. It might give away how they think they can win. Okay, so they might have a burn spell, right? Because they're trying to put us to 1. It's good to know. It's good to know. Okay, they didn't. Weird. They were willing to let this happen. So how big can this get? Too big. Okay. My god. We have to bolt this because otherwise the domain ability makes it too big for the Angel of Wrath to block. We can go for this, and since our plan is to bolt it anyway, we now have to say go. And if the opponent doesn't play this but instead tries pump this, go for win, but they don't. Okay then. Gotta do that before it attacks anyway. Off the top. What is going on? Could still be good enough.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Please attack with everything. Ah, wait. I don't know if that works. Does that work? How much do we take? Ah, this might be good enough. Because if we go here, then we don't die. Oh man, the opponent could have forced the block if they had just attacked with the Raiju. Land, bring back Squee, I guess, but we're going to Wandering Emperor the Raiju, and then how do you get through the Archangel? I think the opponent got too greedy. Yeah, still the play.
Try not to miss me.
We're at 4.
You are not much of a roadblock.
We go to 3. Do I attack and go back up to 7? If they draw a Thundering Raiju and they play it, and they put the counter on Squee, I go down to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I chump the Raiju. Okay. I think that's the best draw in their deck, and it doesn't kill us. So let's be aggressive and make sure we get that life so we don't die to a top-decked burn spell. God, that was... Oh, man. Oh, man. When you run 27 lands, it's easy to get tilted when you just get stuck. So on one hand, we had way more spells than our opponent, and they eventually ran out of stuff. But on the other, it's just so tilting, man. When you get through it, it doesn't feel rewarding. Not as rewarding as you want it to. It feels like, oh, God. Please just stop doing that to me, Shuffler, please. So, Bankbuster on the play is a keep. I'm so nervous about missing land on a 2-lander on the play now. Like, it's actually pretty likely. It's like a coin flip to even get there for 3 and 4. But I don't think I can mulligan this hand. Okay, that's a land off the top. Here's a Bankbuster. All right, Esper, and you have 3 lands. What do you do with them? What's your play? What kind of an Esper deck are you? A draw go Esper deck. Okay. Land? All right. I'm a little bummed about both the Fading Hopes in my deck showing up, but we'll see how it goes. And we draw. And it resolves. Okay. Like, what's going on here? Opponent doing nothing. I mean, at some point we want to push him. Okay. You have a wedding announcement. Congratulations on your upcoming nuptials. It does seem like they have a make disappear. So I think the best thing we can do is just draw with the Bankbuster and keep adding up mana because it makes their make disappear super awkward. They have this 1/1. Let's bolt it. They might be an underdog deck, but we don't have any evidence of that yet, and I don't want to discard a hand size. Now the really fun part. We try to serve them with Bankbuster. If they kill it, we Fading Hope. Oh my god. It's kind of like with Goldspan Dragon, but slower and way less deterministic. Okay, they didn't do anything about it. What's going on over there? Sheldred with make disappear mana potentially. Alright, if we pay 5 for the fires, they can make disappear, but they have to sacrifice Sheldred. Alright, I'll fire as a Sheldred. We just have to do it before they get their wedding announcement on. So let's wait till... No, we'll just do it now. It's fine. We can pay 2 if they want to try to counter it. Okay. Got him! Those treasures are so sneaky. Oh, we have our colors if we're willing to take pain for them. And we know there's no whining in this dojo. So we'll keep. A swamp, you say? Hey, we might end up channeling this. You never know how many lands we're going to draw in a row. Show me an underdog and I'll show you a Flame Blessed Bolt. Okay. Don't then. Awesome draw on the Bank Buster on 2. That's what the streamer privilege account looks like. I know some of you believe in that stuff. Weirdos. Oh, they do have an underdog. Didn't play it last turn. Maybe just drew it. Maybe they're trying to protect it with a cut down. Maybe. If so, maybe we goof around with this Flame Blessed Bolt and try to get them just holding up mana. Because you see this hold on priority, and you see how they didn't play it last turn. It's possible they just drew it this turn, but it's also possible they're goofing with us. They want us to play the Flame Blessed Bolt so they can play the cut down. I see you. I see you. Well, we're not falling for that. We're not falling for none of that shenanigans. Seconds. Interesting. Maybe now I fall for those shenanigans. Yeah, there's no way they drew 2 in a row, right? Shuffler. Are you or are you not fine? Okay. Firestorm. How much pain land is we willing to take? All of it, apparently. So they can attack down this Teferi. They also might just have the Invoke Despair. How do we bluff them out of using those things? I do think we need to keep activating our Bank Buster for a few turns. Just want to get everything we can out of the card. So yeah, I think we wait. I think we just chill. We're fine. This is fine. I might use a Flame Blessed Bolt this turn. Let them do their little thing, because then they can't Invoke Despair. Yep, there's the cut down. They've got their own Buster? Okay. Sure. We draw. We draw. A lot to think about here. For example, if we draw and then play Teferi, we can untap the Bank Buster, but if they have a solution for the pilot, they just attack down the Teferi and, you know, nothing was really gained. We could wait another turn. We could hope that they crew Bank Buster and we hit it with Destroy Evil. I think playing second Bank Buster is pretty good, because the first Bank Buster can crew the second, which could cause them trouble. They might have a removal spell to use, but that absorbs, you know, some of their turn. If they just do this, I think we just take it. 10 life is not bad. Force them to play the slower game. And then we get more cards this way, which is really important against black. We play a hook, sure. Sets up good for when they start bringing these back. There's a Craig. We have a whole bunch of channel lands. Part of me wants to see what they do. But Teferi seems really well protected here. They did just play a hook. We could just make some 1/1s and keep drawing, but it's kind of cowardly. All right. Yeah, let's do Teferi shenanigans. So here's our artifact, here's our creature, here's our land. Okay, and we've got defenses. There's an Infernal Grasp. We crew a Bankbuster. Infernal Grasp a pilot we feel okay with. There's an Infernal Grasp. We crew a Bankbuster. What else he got? Our opponent offers to trade Bankbusters. Get wrecked. Well, that was rewarding. Is it Leer time? Feel close to Leer time. But I think we can do a little more with what we have. Let's draw. Go. This is fine. Everything's under control. There's a blitz. Back to hand for Blitzy. Destroy evil pretty good. And Iganjo, the one that's sitting on the board. And that's all they got. Okay. We can deal with this. We got the Fading Hope in the graveyard now. Artifact, creature, land. Don't worry. Only a little mischief. It's looking good. There is Invoke Despair, which could keep our Teferi from being happy, but it's looking good. I got a uncounterable Bankbuster coming in hot. Okay. Draw, yeah. What else you got? Underdog. After all this time, your underdog is going to get bolted anyway. I'm almost sad for him. You tried so hard to keep this reality from happening. Game. Mono black destroyed. Okay, apparently the season ended today, 5 minutes ago. I didn't even realize, but that win did put us in the top 1200, and it was insanely close. I'm kind of glad I didn't know. But that win put us in top 1200, which is 20 play-in points, which lets you enter a qualifier if you want to play best of 3, to try to be some arena champion. We'll see if we ever do that. But finally, what we've all been waiting for, the Thran Portal cosmetic and the Cut Down cosmetic, and 5 packs. And now back to platinum with the plebbers. What's in here? We got anything good? We got anything epic? Oh, good. The 4th Thram portal. I'm so happy. That's probably the most playable card in this pile, no matter what you guys want to say. All right, let's get him. A little celebratory victory lap here. Better be a good game. I don't want to cut it. I don't want to cut around any of that. Bank Buster on the play. Today's gonna be the best day of my life. My life. That's how I feel when I see hands like this. Removal, Bank Buster, Sweeper. Classic control. The only thing missing are counter spells, but the counter spells now are just not that great. They don't do much. Delver. I'm gonna get the Buster down. I'm not afraid of you. Not afraid of you. What are you gonna do? Kill me with a Delver of Secrets? Nobody ever flips Delver on turn 2. It's impossible. It doesn't happen. That's what I thought. Get out. Get wrecked. Okay. Land for turn. Stops on upkeep so that we can see what their card is if they reveal and then try to kill it. Slip out the back. Yep, we're gonna go after you now before you draw that card. Oh, look at you and your tricksiness. Okay. I'll just draw. I'm cool. We're cool. This is fine. Whatever. You did your Delvery thing. Now, do we hit land in our 27 land deck like they do in their 20 land deck? That's the new question. Kinda. That might cost us the game. Because it definitely opens a window here for them to leap through. And they've got a Drake. Do you think they have a counter for the Firestorm? Doesn't matter. Can't cast it. Land? Deck? Please? Well, we can pay for Spell Piercing before we discard a hand size, I guess. To the top. Okay. I guess on upkeep I'll go after that card. Or go after the Delver. Oh, we'll go after it now. Never mind. Only tapping out here. And they know they want to keep on top. Weird timing on that Fading Hope. I wouldn't do that, but Delver players are a different breed. I swear they were just born to do some of the weirdest, dumbest looking plays imaginable. I'm gonna try to draw land. I mean, what else am I supposed to do with these hands? There's nothing I can do. Ah, they found their combat research. Okay. Yeah, we gotta try to fight that with Destroy Evil. Not sure that's gonna resolve. Okay, double Drake. How do we get to a point where we can destroy... We have to get to a point where we can cast multiple spells, and we just can't seem to do it. Let's try it for the Celestis. We need the mana. Then on their turn, we can go for a Destroy Evil. We can also be greedy and try to hit this land drop. We're so far behind, it kind of makes sense to me. But on their turn, we can go for a Destroy Evil. Then on our turn, go for a Firestorm is kind of the way this is lining up. But none of that gets around Spell Pierce. We might also try to kick an Angel of Wrath. A big question now is how much time we have. I have to try to hit this land, man. We're just too far behind not to try. And we've got 27, like, it's a coin flip. We've lost about 4 coin flips. Let's try to win one here. We gotta try. Oh my god. 4 bank busters? And am I right that we had none in our opener? Like we ripped them off the top? I'm so confused now. Oh my god. What a disaster. What a disaster. Okay, we gotta say go and try to fight on their turn now. We get this little trigger. We get another land. These busters can go. Screw them. Really? 4? Are you kidding me right now? Alright. Destroy target enchantment. They might let that go. But every card matters. Okay. They don't let that go. See if we hit a removal. Nope. We go to 6. Not dead yet. We're definitely a long way though from winning. Man, is there a world where we can get to Leer? Yeah, there is. We could do it if we can survive another turn, or we can get to Leer and Firestorm, so it can't be countered. Doesn't beat phasing though. Phasing's a serious deal. 5 and 3 this turn is not enough. Let's see what happens. Okay. Doesn't save him. Whoa! I did not think that would happen. Right, I want my Celestis trigger. Whoa, what? They don't have anything? They naked? Are you naked and afraid? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, so they still have a lot of creatures. I see you. I think in that case, we're going to test them again. Well, slip out the back. Shredder down. We beat the Shredder. I guess I'm going to play this so we can draw. And maybe destroy evil, a combat thingy. Okay. Let's try. Try for the draw. Another land. Oh my god, we're in this. A Delver. Yes, sure. Another frickin' Firestorm. Oh, and they have nothing. All right. So next turn we can drop the Leer. Yeah, the idea of getting to Leer where we can Firestorm again and again and again, it's becoming very, very real. Okay. I mean, their draw is all their creatures, I guess. We used up their protection spells, and what's left are all the creatures. Wandering Emperor. Let's go for the Angel. Kick it. Yeah, I was worried they might have an Essence Capture up their sleeve after all that. Maybe I should have played Leer first, but I was worried that Leer would get Essence Captured. Yeah, that's what would have happened, huh? Alright, let's draw. Oh, wait. Wandering Emperor around Spell Pierce is probably a good idea. Still close. Still terrifying. There's the combat research. Here's Wandering Emperor. You got Negate. You got Spell Pierce. What you got? Cut you in half.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it.
Fading Hope. Okay, well, alright. They're gonna lose their combat research anyway. Glad we waited. It's back. So is Delver. All right, we have to dodge an essence capture here. If they have another one, it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be very sad. Utawara. Oh, how do I get them? There's got to be a way, right, to get them to tap down. There's got to be a way. Let's start like this. They probably won't flinch. Okay. They have 8 mana. If they have an essence capture, they're never going to let the shields down. We could say go here for the Celestis trigger, though. And then we can fight the fight on our turn. Let's wait another turn. It's okay. Also, we get this look at their top card. Ooh, Fire's a Victory. Okay. What's your top card? Is it a spell? It is a Syncopate. In that case... Fire's a Victory. I think we want to fight over the card draw effect. Bouncing the Delver's way better. Okay, they have their own Otawara to save it. That's fine. Do I still draw? I think I do. I do not. All right, let them have the Syncopate. Let's see what they attack. Uh-huh. I also have this card. So, you have a Syncopate in hand. I have a ton of mana. Are you going to play out your stuff? Yes, you are. Now, you do not have mana for an Essence Capture if that is the last card in your hand. Ooh! Okay. Start with giving them the business. Leer. Stuff can't be countered. Good night. I really hope the last card in her hand was an Essence Capture. I'm just, in my heart, it always will be. And we are back for the post-game wraps, and the stats you see before you are powered by MTGA Assistant. Download link in the description. Jeskai Firestorm. Well, 11 wins, 8 losses. Not particularly amazing, especially considering that we were on the play 12 times and on the draw 7. But you can also see that the last 5 games in a row, a bit of an uptick here in performance. That was with the last batch of changes. So that is something to always keep in mind if you're changing your deck often. When do the changes come in that seem to really affect performance? And it certainly has done a lot to add the Fires of Victory to the deck. That, in my opinion, was a thing that was missing. And in best of 3, I totally get running a bunch of Abrades, which were originally in the deck. But in best of 1, I think Fires of Victory is a superior removal spell that you should include in most of your decks. They hit just about everything you need to hit. Gruul was out in force today with people trying to race their way into top 1200 or possibly top 250 for the really ambitious. And we went 4-0 against that very aggressive deck. It seems to be the aggro of choice. Against Mono Black, 2-1, 2-0 since the changes, and 1-0 against Blue feels really good. So I think this deck is up to the challenge of the current meta and perhaps could use even more fine-tuning to get it exactly where it needs to be, but I would not leave home with too many counter spells. They haven't done very good for me, and I would leave home with a lot of bank busters and a lot of Fires of Victory. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next video. You're cool.